I've always been special. As a child, I adored toys. I suppose all children go through phases: dinosaurs, princesses, fairies, astronauts, ponies, but mine was on another level. My parents first realized my behavior wasn't like other kids when I refused to take toys out of their packaging. And the few I did unpack, I scrubbed and washed obsessively, keeping them pristine. My parents were old school. If you had no physical disability and your mind was stable enough to learn independence, there was nothing to fix. "That's my tidy little princess," my mother would say. "Poor, finicky thing," my father teased whenever I gagged at a food's texture or smell, like jam. That cloying, sticky horror I still loathe to this day. Beyond that, and washing my hands, and everything I touched, dozens of times daily, I was a perfectly normal child. Except for my obsession with toys. My room was a collector's dream. My father installed shelves for my growing hoard: porcelain dolls with real hair, 55 My Little Pony figurines. An afternoon of play meant brushing each doll's hair, 15 strokes per side, then polishing every Happy Meal toy until they gleamed. One Sunday morning when I was 9, my parents pulled me from Massachusetts. The incense was making me retch, and they didn't want a repeat of my baptism, where I'd vomited on the priest's face. We strolled outside to settle my stomach. My father held my hand while my mother pushed the stroller carrying my 5-month-old twin brothers. I wish I could describe them better. My grandmother said they only lacked wings to be angels. Their curly hair and green eyes would steal hearts when they grew up. I hated them. I hadn't even bothered to meet them. I'd never handled change well, and their arrival was catastrophic. "You'll have a sibling soon, princess," my mother announced over breakfast. 14 months before it happened. "Your life will be happier once they're here." Naively, I believed her. I imagined they'd eat the weird textured vegetables off my plate or crawl into dusty spaces I'd outgrown. But reality was worse. As the pregnancy progressed, Mother was too exhausted to clean properly, my way. Then Aunt Petra, the incompetent, tried to help. She only dusted once, despite my instructions. The windows stayed smudged. I still swear she did it to spite me. Their birth was disgusting. And instead of one, there were 2. Mother was hospitalized for 2 weeks because one was too small. They ruined my routine. No one cared about my needs anymore. One afternoon, while wandering a flea market, I saw it, a porcelain clown perched on a rocking chair. Its smile was stitched with red thread, button eyes gleaming. Unlike other toys, it had no smell. An old vendor noticed my fixation. "A special child deserves a special friend," he whispered, refusing payment. "Just keep the chair ready for him." That night, as my brothers wailed, a shrill voice cut through the dark: "Babies are such nuisances." I flicked on the light. No one was there. The voice came from the clown. We became confidants. "People are insignificant," the clown murmured. "Only the special deserve life. Those twins? They'll grow into ordinary, messy burdens. A mercy to remove them, it taught me how: cover their mouths. Turn them face down afterward. Crib death is so common." At dawn, my mother's scream shattered the silence. The doctor called it SIDS. 2 tiny coffins. My parents crumbled, father drowned in work, mother in bed. The clown was right, they weren't special enough to appreciate my gift. Months later, on a moonlit night, our house burned to ash. The neighbors assumed Mother, in her grief, had set the blaze. But I survived, clutching my clown, a miracle. No one suspected the gasoline in her tea. The clown and I grew bolder: Armando, who choked on a candy marble; Maria, who drank pesticide from her toy cups; Aunt Petra, who slipped down the stairs, her cats did shed on my bed; cousins, who mistook brake fluid for juice. With each act, the clown's grin seemed wider. At 85, cancer gnaws my ribs. The clown left last week, with a new, adorable child. I don't mind. I'm special. As I lift the gun to my temple, I smile. The last victim of a very special girl will be me.